Hey guys, this is in lieu of what I was supposed to do this weekend. I'm dealing with a snowstorm, so it looks like it's over now. It's not too bad. It's just hard to believe because it was in the 80s the day before. So it's kind of cool actually. It altered my plans. So this is just extra stuff. I've done all this in the last couple days, stuff that I wasn't going to use, but it turned out to be a pretty good video. There's one really interesting capture, which is this one, I believe, which is real. Look closely at the tree. You'll see this is in the video. But as I'm doing this, I'm seeing that he's literally leaning on it. It's not a part of that tree. There's no way that's a growth, a part of that little tree.
Yay! He won't let me get near him. He's such a baby. This one, he like a baby, like a wimp. I know he's on a horse. I'm limited vocabulary with people, and I'm limited with moose. I just want to go hug him. That's the way the world would have been. It's one of the things I try to tell people. Like, you have no idea how badly we've messed up this world. You're supposed to go right up to him, and he's supposed to love you, but instead he's scared to death of you. Why? Because when he was born, it was embedded in his brain of his great-grandfather's brains being blown out. These aren't the ones I filmed last summer because they're not black. They're red. Why would you kill that? There's hardly a moose within 100 miles of here, and you're going to come up and hunt and murder that thing? I don't know, man. I think if I saw that, I would stop it. Like, I don't care what our society says. I know you're not supposed to murder that animal. Oh, there's three. Let's not go any closer. So if I stop, they stop. Colorado Bigfoot, no, just Colorado Adventure Channel. There it is. Woohoo, come for an adventure with the most well-spoken Colorado adventurist, Mark Abel. We will take you on a ride that like never before. See, that's why I can't do that. This is what I do. Because I know they're connected. We're all connected. Is he gonna let me go by? Please let me go by. No. Oh, come on. He came up to let me go by. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I really wanted to get you a close-up talk right there. We're right there. Instinctually know that I'm gonna blow their brains out. Doesn't that make you upset? I know my girls are upset. Hey, guys. How are you? You guys are my I am your best friend, whether you know it or not. I would die right now for any one of you. I promise you. There's not many humans that would. They're just, we only care about us. I care about you. You are so cute. You are so cute. Look at his face. Look at this guy. You are such a good boy. It's almost ridiculous. Good boys. Now I'm gonna go away because I want him to see. I don't want to make them run first. Okay, we always make, because believe it or not, you don't know what's going on in their head, right? So it's much better under a conditioning situation, which is who did that? Who did conditioning? Was it Pavlov? I always want to say Sigmund Freud, but it wasn't. It was, it's like in a conditioning application, you want to always be the first one to leave because. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing, silly? Who's a good boy? Hey, this is like Wildlife Day. What if they're sending him out to me? Like, here, Mark, film this. Stay away from us. I don't know. Yeah, that's one thing there's no question about is the filming of them. There's you can, they let me do it. They'll give it to me like a couple times a year, hopefully I do it more this time. where they literally will stand there, let me do it, and it's not enough. The world's, that should be enough for 10 years. The world's not, they don't understand what they're seeing, you know. I cannot get over the lack of insight and from people. I don't understand how you could be so stupid once told something. No hide. Human just don't look. That's what they'll tell you. It happened to me the other day. Look at the size of the boulder out front. The funny thing about that giant boulder is they don't mark it. And then next to it will be marked. You barely could find a boulder here where they don't put sticks on it, and that big one they don't. Makes me even more suspicious. Like because this is blatant, you guys. Everything changes. So the reason I'm showing you this, I really said I wasn't going to be back here. My nerves are off the chart. Look what they did. Look they just did that. So what I was about to tell you is everything happened right behind there. Look, they just did it. Like it literally just got done. Why is that blurry? Because I'm zooming. That's why it's blurry, okay? How does your brain get you through the day is what I need to know. I'm not insulting. It's a fact. Us inquiring minds really want to know how you can drive a car down the street without killing everybody. That's what we want to know. I guess it's just instinct. You just operate on instinct. I think I'm hungry. Let me go to the store. Let me cut some coupons. Like you're just a sheep. Look over here. Remember, I'm never saying this to one person. They're imaginary, but they're real. You know, you better believe that person exists. Right behind there, everything changes. Not right behind, you gotta go up there. That's where it all happened. You guys, not just on the camera, off the camera. That's why I'm not supposed to be here right now. They know. I don't want them to think I'm back to doing it again. It's amazing, you know, some of the stuff they expect you to figure out. Hey, let's see if my rock's still here. What do you want to bet it is? I think there's more moose. No way, I never get to see more than just, I usually see one. They're all like the same age too. There's two. There's one right there. Not even looking at me. Now he's looking at me. And there's one, I don't know where the other one went. Oh, he's right there. You look right through the angle. Oh, there's another one anyway. There's two of them. That's me. Oh my God, that was crazy. When I was here at Brandon, we were out here at night, way back in there. You guys remember that night video we did? We barely even did a night video and things happened. Like they were right there. And then all of a sudden, something's in the bush, like it's there. Like we're like, what the hell is that? And it was a giant moose with antlers just making his way through the marsh in the middle of the night, eating. Thank God we had night vision. Look, this is marking those guys. This is marking the guys that just showed me them, right there. You saw them. If you didn't, you got to work on it. If you want to be involved in this, you got to. You guys, I could get to a point. I'm telling you right now, if someone ever gave me like $1 million or something, I think I would get to a point where I would get rid of almost everyone, because I got to get this done. I got to get the fewer people I speak to, the faster I'll be able to do it. Don't ask me why. It's very evident. Any researcher will tell you. When you're sharing the information, it's only certain information, and it's very confusing because it's information you think they won't care about, they do, and stuff that you think they would care about, they don't. That's the hard part. They're not you. Look at this spot, man. Does it go further than I realized? Yes. You guys, not only that, but I filmed one here. I'll never forget it. You can't see it now, but I saw him. You guys remember that? I was like right here, and then I saw like something back there, like some kind of weirdness, and then I zoomed. To me, it looked like a black tree. See? I showed you that. That was there too. And then we filmed them somehow. I can't remember that one exactly because it was more of like I didn't see it with my eyes. Those are the ones I remember forever. You know, other timestamps stay with me for education. Like what they look like, who's, you know, what's going on. Is the same dude in the same place next year? Oh, it was right there. Yeah, there's so much more foliage and whatever you want to call it in between now. Like all this stuff, I remember having a better view. Like I could see through that better, and it was on that boulder with that. See how it's marked? Every boulder here has that. How could every boulder in this here have that? It's the ones that matter to them, except the big one I just talked about. Look, TP. See, all through here is special. I got to go back in here. I wonder if they want me to go beyond where they were. You know, I don't know. There's something that we're missing to all of it. That's the trick. The moose was definitely there, but I think he, believe it or not, was rubbing on that stuff after it was like that. That's not a timestamp right there. It sure does look like one, doesn't it? It might be one. That's not him. I don't think it is. I'm starting to, when I see spider webs in front of whatever you think it is, just question it a little extra. That's terrible. Is that a real fight? That's a real fight. What's the timing on that? What the hell's going on with the animals? Was that sex or was that a fight? Oh, he's running. I was hoping we get a close-up, like at my feet fight. Mark, you gotta be careful of groundhogs. Believe me, I grew up with groundhogs. Remember, my parents have a farm. I have more groundhogs. I've been dealing with groundhogs since I was 6 years old. Groundhogs don't hurt you. I was making a joke that didn't come out as a joke. So they ran down there. Did you see them? Look at. They literally went right there, you can see. And we're like, this is all them. Every single thing you see, this is all their world, not ours. This is the only thing they allow us to be on. My battery's dying. I was going by this on the bike and I was like, the big X's are at the top, you probably can't see them. Well, this X has never wavered and it's always been there since I found it. It's the reason I walked up there. And it's a Trident X. And it's always there. It never moves. It could be 50 feet of snow, that thing is exactly the same. I don't know if they fix it or what. They make them so strong. Right? You see nothing, do you? There's nothing there. Or is there? It's all hidden from the common folk. From the layman. Excuse me, what did you call me? I love just to get a rise out of people. I can't help it. Like little jokes. Because I actually, you know what the honest to God truth is? I actually love everyone. I want to love everybody so much, the whole world, because it's through. I get it from. I don't know if it's being routed into me through this. This is why I stopped. I think it's one of them. Tricking. Why is it discolored on top? What the hell is that? I don't know if it's one of them, but it's certainly because of them. Look at this. Look at the Trident circle. Wow. Look at that. It's a semicircle. Look how funky it is. Yep, everything is there. I got a song. Even though not to say funky, I started thinking about Funky Town. I just got someone, because that's a song you can't get out of. It's maybe just one person. So if I get couple thousand people, one person's now is going. Din, 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 din. I don't even do it good. Din, 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 din. I haven't heard that in a while. No, 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 no. Gotta move on. Come on, as corny as some of our songs were, they were real. It was original. It was when it was creative. You couldn't steal. It was no one got ideas from the internet. It was all from your heart. Most of it, unless you're Milli Vanilli. I'm talking about Led Zeppelin. All of these amazing bands that never had a bad song. Really, it was all good. Pink Floyd. Do I ever listen to all of it? No, but like, you know, you just know it's great. Remember I got the guy in the pole? They called him the pole dancer or the pole sitter. I can't get this angle on him, but I'm seeing new work come out of there. Right there. Look how the stump is up in the air. How is that possible? It's on top of another one. Look at that. I know it's possible because you guys have seen that. They should be right there. Like that could be timestamps right there. Because this is one of those spots that's not, look, it's an X. It's at the end of an X. It's very possible you're looking at two heads of beings that you didn't know about. We didn't know about. When I say that, I just mean... Can I just say something so I can stop correcting myself? I'm never talking to you guys, okay? If I'm insulting someone, I wouldn't do that. It's like insulting like a family member to me. If I insult you, it'll just be one-on-one, like just because I'm busting on you. Never. It wouldn't be an insult. Why would I? I see life so differently now. I see it. I'm trying to see it like we're supposed to, like God would want me to, without making it up either. How do I do that? Through these guys who know everything, okay? I'm so tired of people that are involved in this that make up their own decisions. It's hot. I have like a winter jacket on and motorcycle pants. There's no way this is an accident. I can't see. The sun is like right in my eyes. Hold on. What is this? It smells here too. It smells like lavender. They did that. It's marked all around it. All kinds of backups. It's like that. It's like teepee-like all the way through there. See, I love to watch because people have no idea. They have no freaking clue. They want the person to figure it out. Like and point it, like, look at that beautiful thing. They really seem to care when you see their stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's not you behind sticks you put together and how you would feel. They don't have your brain. They don't have that congestion. We all have, I just made that up, but we all have congestion. Look how nice this is, you guys. And then as you look where other people wouldn't, they're just not gonna see through, they're just to see this. They won't look at that. Can I speak for they? Yes. The only thing I can't do is tell you how you feel. Otherwise, I know exactly what you're thinking. I learned that in like relationship, like a class I was in with my wife before we got divorced. I was you said, in other words, instead of going like accusing someone of something, you say, I feel like you might not like when I do this. Because no one can change how you feel. So it actually is not a bad little tool. So if you're having trouble communicating, try that little simple tool. Like, honey, I feel like, and there's nothing he or she can say because no one can tell you how you feel. I just want to make it clear that inside is perfectly clear. You can see the light in there. I think you can, I don't know if you can in the camera, but so be in there, it's all clear. Like I could sit in there. I don't know why you can't see the ground. It's like right there. There's like a spot in there. From what I can tell, you know, I can't see anything, but I'm willing to bet there's some little ones attached to that. And the reason I would bet there isn't is because I don't have any feelings today. Ooh. That's a cat. It's a little tiny cat. It looks like a bobcat. Could be coyote. But it was something eating bones. For sure. Which I like to see. Close. Yeah, right here, they did this. Things that no one will see. They'll walk right by it and they'll never look. See, when I say they won't see it, it's not that they can't. It's that they won't look. They're not looking. They only think they're the only living thing on this earth. Do you understand? So they're so convinced from their TV only from their TV. From Channel 5 News, their whole life, they don't think anything else is there but them. So when they're walking here, they're simply just not processing it. The second someone starts to process it, they see it. Literally that second. They're just not looking. I confirmed to you 5 years ago. This is something they do. They love to do this in Maryland and Virginia. It's too perfect. See it? It's them. Not only that, you have that one, and then there's an arch right there. That's all their system. Okay, I want to make it clear. I have to repeat myself because people aren't listening. You know, I try to show you that a ghost touched me in the hotel, and one psycho lady comments, "I love her. I forgive everyone." I can still love psychos. She can be psycho. So, she's fighting herself, you know. So instead of just embracing it and opening her mind, she accuses me of being on drugs. You know, it's because it's the first time she's ever seen a video. She doesn't know my history. You know, she doesn't know how many people trust me, how many people support me, how many of you know I would never lie to you. You know, like this is the problem. I got to get away from these people. I don't want anything to do with her. I love her as a human being, but she does not belong. She belongs in Walmart and then home watching soap operas. Nothing else. You got to trust me, okay? I think this might have been like this when I was here a few weeks ago, but I saw it from like over there, and I couldn't see it was being that those were the levels. Remember, this is something I've seen 1,000 times. Okay, they use those trees to level this one. Look, it's 2 at the end. It's an X. So not only are they both leveling, but they make a perfect X. Like perfect. Man, what about the other one? Look at all the dirt around it. The one's gone. The bending arch is gone. This one just fell. Could have been in the wind. I don't think so though, because maybe, but look, it's in a walkway structure. See how they're both bending the same? It's perfect. They did it. And then if you really want to back up, follow to the end. It's a giant teepee, and at the top of the teepee is a trident. I don't know if I can't really see it's blending in. There's a beautiful trident sticking out at the top of that. They did all this. Look, it's 1, 2, 3, and then the one coming across, to make them a walkway structure. And then this is just ridiculous. Look at that. That's my thumbnail. Thumbnails don't matter in this because people don't click on it unless you gotta put simpleton. People aren't intuitive enough. You have to draw them in with pictures and coloring books. They're just simply, these are people that I love. I love all humans now, everyone. I forgive anyone. If you think I'm mad at you, you're forgiven. Let's be best friends. I'm not, which I've never had. I don't have, people are just insane, you know. They just turn on me for no reason after I've helped them for a year. You know, only like 1 or 2 people in 6 years, but it wasn't me, it was everyone. They just betrayed everyone, all their friends, everyone, but they're still doing exactly this. It's not like they weren't agreeing with anything. They just became psycho. Usually it's drugs, it's drug use. Like that meth head in Long Island. He must be so scared of me. You know what I mean? And there's only one thing that little kid can do. That little tiny person could ever do. Make sure, I'm telling you the truth here. I said the same thing here across the street last time as a joke, but this time I'm sort of serious. Make sure, boy, that you never, ever, ever meet me. If I got him up in this structure, I'm not even gonna look. I didn't zoom or nothing. I wanna walk up a little bit. This is the great part about being skinny. You guys on that? I kind of want to go over to that structure. Man, when I saw that structure, I immediately got nerves. You guys, my last video, I was like, oh, there's no noise. There was really incredible 2 noises. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I didn't see them. I saw them in their magic. When literally 5 minutes ago, I just saw a shiny alien head coming out of a stump. You know, you forget, you know, it's weird. I didn't forget, but just at that moment. You guys, I was here 2 weeks ago or something like that, and they were right there. The glowing light was right here. This is a major part of it right here. They were right there. Really good ones too. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't see anything. I've got to go up in that forest one day. Structure to it at a different angle. You'll see just how blatant it is. Remember, I was zooming from over there, up, way above that. And there was like an X in the sky next to that pine tree. Do you guys remember that? And then I came over here and they were all right there. And they knew I was coming. I mean, they had to know. And they certainly knew when I was walking down in there for like 10 minutes. They didn't leave. You know, it's you guys, I'm telling you, they didn't have to be there. They know, I mean, look, I can't swear this, but I could. They know my abilities to catch them on their system. So I could almost swear to you this. So I'm telling you, sometimes I'm there for 6 hours and then I'll just turn and they're right there. You know, they are not trying to avoid being caught in their system, like on their magic, so you can see them. They just can't be right here for you. It just can't. Now it can, you guys, I could have filmed this now. I did film it. Like when it happened to me, I turned my camera on. Once he started moving away, I went for my camera. I don't go for my camera if he's engaging. I'm not gonna do that. It's like you might as well just pull out a loaded gun. They're not allowed, you know. Not out like you and me. Those are the hard ones to get. They're very, very cautious, and especially like you might have a better chance than me if you know where to go because they know my skills. These guys know me. It's like going to high school with a bunch of kids for 6 years almost. You love my analogies. Like they have a really good idea of who I am and what's going on, and they know what I know. You know how they know? Because they taught me. That's how they know. Look at that hill. The whole thing is just black, little tiny black X's and stuff. Look. There's you'll have to look. There's symmetric, like perfect X's on that hill. Things people just won't see. You know, they don't know how to read their language. It's a really hard thing. Look at this. So this is where believe it or not, these guys don't clean, you know. They're different. And this is where they are. You gotta see their wallows out in the middle out there. It's all flat, so easy. Just walk like another 500,000 yards that way and it just becomes, then it's clear and clean. And then everything has boxes. They did this. Look at these tucks. Okay, so they do it with the Trident. Sorry, I've been doing that a lot lately, I apologize. And then look at the super tucks, you guys. It's not possible for that. Look at that, they go inside the Trident part of it. Super tucked. Oh yeah, if I pull that out, it's just gonna whip right out of there. Look at that, there's no way. This was put here. Didn't fall over there. Yeah. Mark, that really a deadfall, because maybe we should have you do Bigfoot videos then. Since you seem to accumulate so much knowledge from the TV. Remember, I'm going to keep reminding you whether you like it or not. I just use certain examples. Your knowledge, but like Gene. Let's talk about Gene. Hey, Gene. I love Gene. Gene M in Oregon, okay? Gene is a book, so I don't want to insult someone like her, okay? So first of all, because I love her. Secondly, you know, she's been, there's that Trident. I saw them up there by that Trident too, last time I was here. Because she helps me and supports me, and she's, you know, she might be the only one that comments on a Patreon. You know, she's always there for me, Jean. I have her cell phone number, I could text her. Her husband passed away, you know, so she's, you know, semi-alone, you know, so she reads a lot of books. I don't think she really has much interest in, like, date, I'm assuming. We don't talk about that, but I'm assuming, you know. Gene, if I'm overstepping, sorry. So, but you know, I'm using you, Gene, because you're, get it, Eugene? Because you're a book reader. God, I think I see something right now. So, it's not much different, you know, so reading books makes you smart. So the point I want to make is that any kind of exercise on your brain, it doesn't mean you're not your brain isn't working well. The point I'm trying to make is it's not working well, you know, with this, like on who you can read all the books you want in the world, you'll never know who you are and who God is. Well, besides the Bible. Blatant. There's no way those rocks could be like that. I saw them from over there. What are you guys doing? I swear they are right there. I'm not even going to do a long one. I just want to get just enough to pause it and see if you get something. These guys will show me a light. They won't move off structures, but they won't give me any noise. That's kind of my favorite thing, you guys. I would never even have to look at them again. Eventually, yes. See, the reason I'm saying this is because this happened to me so many times. I can't, this spring already, that's never happened to me in 6 years. I've had some amazing things, but never, just seeing them back to back. Literally leaving one, seeing them with my own eyes, filming them, and then going to another spot, seeing them with my own eyes, and then filming them again. Enough to where you could pretty much have anyone believe it if you just explain how this works. Like that one dude connected with me. Watch the video again, guys. There's the 10-minute one, then there's a long version where I'm like completely zapped out of my mind, so I just leave it in there. I'm not afraid to embarrass myself in front of my members. Because they all know why I'm leaving. They should know why, you know, if it's like annoying or I'm like talking about New Jersey. They're so smart that like all this, like, I don't know what's going on. So I leave that stuff in. I'm under their influence. They know I saw them. When you see them, that's when it's in full effect. It doesn't stop. It's like anesthesia. It's the best word I can come up with. But you're not asleep. It's like you're just being, you've been given like a sedative and you're like, kind of like, it's not like where you're enjoying it either. It's just kind of weird. That's what I've been trying to explain to people. It's not what, it's not the movies out here. It can be some days. But so anyway, my favorite thing is I want noise. I love when they communicate with noise. I don't know why they don't do it more. Like I have hundreds of videos of them doing it, but like it could be, man, I could go weeks without getting like a distinct like response. And it kind of bothers me. Like that's what I really want. I would just sit in the bushes. I wouldn't even show you an X. If I could get some real communications going, you guys wouldn't even care. Like could hear them talking? That to me is really exciting. It's something I just want to do. I love, it's the best confirmation ever. Is noises. Over and out. Oh, it's gonna be good on these rocks today. Let's just see if we can get a couple good zooms. You know how I know? It's 52 degrees here, and it is sunny. The air is perfectly cool. It is just the ideal, from my experience, time to be here. What is that pile of death? Look at that. Bizarre. What is that? I see that stuff sometimes. I think that's what it is. I see it at the petroglyphs inside the caves. Sometimes a lot of it. I want to see if these guys want to say hello. This isn't what I wanted to do today. It really isn't. I'm wanting to do it now that I'm here, but I like to get us in close. I don't want to zoom in on some blur. I want to, unless he's just standing there waving at us. Well, we did get that one. Remember that my new place? Where I zoom like this? That where the magic dude was and the other guy with the hat. I got some really good captures there. Those are the places. So one thing I've been realizing, guys, is they can be right here, but when they're set up in those big groups, they're almost, except that I found them on the river in certain occasions, but most of the time in their areas, they're back. So if I want to film them in their clan, or if I want to see them physically myself, or just get a chance to possibly see it, you breach these hills and go over. You're just never gonna, let me tell you something, it's very important. I have never seen one physical right here. I've never seen anything. I believe I've seen them in their magic, maybe as soon as just yesterday from the car, but never have I seen them. You guys, I scan, I believe, more than anybody in the world. I don't even look at the road. It's an addiction. I don't know if it's an addiction. It's just something I've programmed myself to do. For myself, I want to catch one physically, even if it's a glimpse, and it's never happened from a vehicle before. And that's all I'm doing. Now, other people have, you know, by accident. But man, if you try, it just doesn't happen. You got to go to them to get that. You just got to. You know, like I said, it could happen to you by accident. But if you try, it's not going to happen most likely, based on what I've been through. You got to get up in there. It just won't happen from the road. Sorry, I've been trying to zoom on this. Looks a little funky to me right there. Take my sunglasses off. I know they're here. Where's the funk? I swear I just saw something. Hold on a second. See, you always look at places, see how it's starting to look weird, and you have anywhere there's triangle peaks is something. I'm not saying rocks can't come up to a triangle, but it's not too often near them without it being special. Where is that spot? The way that tree is there looks funny to me. Right there. Wish the other one wasn't blocking us. Other side is the best. It's right at the top and the other side. You're just not going to see one physical down here, I'm telling you. At nighttime, sure, but you won't see them. That's the whole catch. Look at that white rock. Let's do some zooms. There's people that like this, so I hope that you guys enjoy this. Other people don't. You know, it's like I said, you can't make everyone happy every video. I'll try to make a combo of stuff in here. This is so important to what we do. And I have caught amazing things this way, you guys. I caught them. I'm going to try to find that spot today. Remember I caught them in their magic? That was a great picture. I'll find that. That's what, you know, it's only blurry because it was that far away. Yeah, not even that far. It was like I was zooming straight up at them from the car, and I got them with the staff and everything. The reasons I don't film this spot that much because it's just too hard. If you spend the time, I could get some amazing captures here. It's too hard because you got to see the nooks and crannies in here. It's just ridiculous. Like I pull up, it takes them. Their time is not the same. Like they are literally. I mean, it's just gone and it's instant. So you know, you could there could literally be 100, and they're all going to be instantly. You know, if they don't want to be out of sight. And I can get them here, but it's just brutal. Like because it's so like, where do I zoom? It all looks good to me. I'm making excuses because I really don't know what to do here, except just do this. Let's just look for some funky stuff. There's people that just look like rocks too. I love the rocks. I love to see, you know, even if it's natural, whatever. I just love to see, you know. I like anything to do with our Earth. Now I'm on a huge appreciation level for it, where I just didn't get it before. Took everything for granted, just like almost every human being does. I think it's a mistake to take this life for granted. I think your test was to rise above the common morons in this world. Oh, well, they all do it. It's fun. I can do pornography. All my friends do it. I guess I'll be in hell with them. You know, like this is the kind of mentality. You know, she thinks it's a joke. You know, until you're literally burning, not breathing. Have you ever heard a description of hell? It's you don't just. It's beyond anything you could ever imagine. And then while you're burning, you can barely breathe. You know, they barely give you enough air to breathe. I mean, it's a crazy thing, you guys. This is all real. Okay, I didn't think so either because you don't see it. That shows you how dumb we're just so simple. Look around at how complex everything is, and then look at how simple we are. It's so frustrating. And the more frustrating is the people that get defensive over that, because they're the reason that we're stuck like this. Idiots! Place that you could sneak in there. It would be so obvious that if you parked right over there, if you were in there, because it's not a parking space. Look, I know it's good because they always tell me before I go in if it's good. They don't do it where someone like me is going to see it unless it's okay. You can walk in there. Could be a day for the bike. Even just an hour. I just want to take a peek in there. Wait a minute. I can see that. with my eyes. I can't see the face part of it. Hold on, let me see. Is that them? Where is that? I want to go to my eyepiece, but I don't want to lose. I lose it so easily. Hold on. Oh, I already lost it. When you look away from it, hold on. All right, let's try it again. I gotta pull up just a little bit because I'm in the middle of the road. Oh, I want to go in there. I think I don't see any posted signs, you guys. I might just walk in there real quick. Turn around and walk in there. Oh, I see where I am. Okay, watch this. Are those markers? What's going on right there? You know it's something because of these rock stacks next to me. It's got to be. Whether they're markers or... Where was that? Is that it right there? That's it right there. That's a face. You guys, that's such a face. That's how they do it. All right, good. Because until I went to my eyepiece, I can see that's just white rock. But it looked like it might have been them, like on the screen. There's no doubt that those are markers right there. Look at there's holes under them in the. Is that a hole or what is that? Is it that black stuff? No matter what, that's one of their towers. I'm telling you, it's so cool. I want to be able to go in with them one day. You know, remember the one thing I've determined, you guys, is that's not impossible. Okay, there's no question in my mind that what they tell you when they that's one thing is true. Nothing is impossible. It could be near, you know, like, so in other words, I believe now that there is a pathway to everything. Okay, so whether you can obtain that or not is, I don't know, you know, but it doesn't mean there's still not a way. So there's a way for any, you could there's probably a technique to almost getting as close to God as any living human being has ever done, even though he might not be physical here. Anything is possible. That's one of the reasons I really am pushing with these guys, because I feel like you know you're gonna be known. You know, like I know that I'm known. You know, and that's kind of cool. So even if I don't figure something out, I know they're aware of Mark. Maybe they'll give me a break one day, or if something happens. You know what I mean? When the aliens come to kill us all, they'll be like, all right, these guys can live. I want to see what that is right there. See all that junk in there? I can see that from here. I feel like it's really weird. That's the problem with these guys. They can appear as two rocks just like that. That's not them, but you know, I mean, it could be. That could not be them, but it can be in situations. It'll appear to look like that to you, and then, you know, so to try to locate that among this is like, it's really difficult work, you guys, and it's, you know, it's actually monotonous. Like, so as much as I love this, like, you know, that's incredible amounts of work. I'm actually thinking about running in there real quick. Wow, is the wind coming down there? Because it's so windy. Look, I mean, it's really, really windy. This is what wind does to a tree here. Yep, that's gonna blow over soon. Be careful. Have the Boy Scouts been there lately? Those are the questions. Like, they're serious. When I first started and he was showing things that people's brain couldn't compute, the logical explanations almost just, I couldn't, like, my brain almost exploded by this, like, honestly, the stupidity of humans. It's not stupidity, it's ignorance. It's that they can't think for themselves. That's what kills me. What is this little place? So that's that, guys. This is the end of that bear property, probably. Alright, I'm doing too much video of monotony. I think it's him. I saw him with my own eyes. It's hard too, because look. I was like, I had to go all the way back. I wanted to sneak in there. Whenever you find these rare places like that where you can sneak between, it's really worth taking a look, you guys. I have had some unbelievable things. You know, there's a lot of things that you've never heard about. It doesn't matter who you are because I had never told anyone. So I know. Like, you know, you'd be surprised. Like, you think, like, if Callie's here, he knows I don't tell Callie everything. He's not ready for it. He just thinks he is. Callie doesn't have, he's, I think Callie will be, he's just a little bit young. He's still young. He just got married, you know, I could never convince him. He'll just roll his eyeballs. Yes, I'm talking about Callie, but like, you know, knowing he might hear this. I don't know. I don't think he's been watching the videos lately. He might be. I don't know. He's been real busy. You know, his wife's pregnant. He just doesn't quite have the passion. I think what it is. You want to know the truth, guys? Look at that. That's how you know they're there. I can't stop. You got to see the X. I got to back up. It's the only two pieces of wood, trees on the entire mountain are a downward symmetrical X. Okay? It's not an accident. Look at that. It's really pretty too if you get it from back further. And they're showing you that they come out of these places. Okay? I've proved it hundreds of times. Now, we've got to get beyond where I just sit here and film it and brag about how well I know that. We need to figure out the next step. It's the whole trick, you guys. Human free will. We can figure out our way right next to the king of the whole world. There is a path that will lead you there. What it is, I'm not sure. It could be it could be the Da Vinci Code. I mean, who knows? But there is a path. That's my point. There's a way to accomplish anything. You just have to want it bad enough. I know this just kind of ends randomly. There was no like real beginning or end. I just wanted to throw the extra clips up. You guys, I hope that you have an awesome day. Love you.